The Scary Movie saga is now being rebooted, and one current, popular horror trend gives the new film its best and most exciting story. Reboots in the horror genre have gained force in recent years, as through these, some of the genre's most popular and profitable franchises have been brought back to life. Now joining them is Scary Movie, the horror-comedy saga started by director Keenan Ivory Wayans and Sean and Marlon Wayans, the latter two also starring in the first two movies. Scary Movie parodied various horror movies, and films from other genres, as well, and started with Scream and I Know What You Did Last Summer as a basis. Scary Movie follows Cindy Campbell, Anna Faris, and her friends in different situations mirroring those in the aforementioned horror movies and more, a concept that was continued in 4 sequels. After the disappointment of Scary Movie 5 in 2013, the saga is now being rebooted with a new movie, and one current horror trend is giving it its best story, which gives it a big chance to succeed. Scary Movie Reboot can bring the original cast back for a legacy sequel. Cindy and friends can now return for a new adventure. In addition to the reboot trend, the horror genre is also going through a trend of legacy sequels. These are sequels to franchises that had either ended or just stopped producing sequels years ago, and most of these legacy sequels have opted to ignore all sequels and serve as a direct continuation of the first movie in the franchise. Halloween, Scream, Candyman, and The Exorcist are some horror franchises that have been brought back to life through legacy sequels, with different degrees of success. As the Scary Movie films are all about parodying current horror trends, legacy sequels are its best path. Through this, the new Scary Movie film can bring back not just Cindy and her best friend Brenda, Regina Hall, but also Ray, Sean Wayans, and Shorty, Marlon Wayans. In the first 2 Scary Movie films, Ray was Brenda's boyfriend, who was actually gay, and Shorty was Brenda's stoner and careless brother, and both were Cindy's friends. In Scary Movie, Ray turned out to be one of the Ghostface killers and, in a twist, was stabbed by a third killer, while Shorty was shot by Bobby. Despite these fates, Ray and Shorty returned in Scary Movie 2. However, even though they both survived the events of Scary Movie 2, the Wayans brothers, including director Keenan Wayans, didn't return for Scary Movie 3. The new Scary Movie film following the legacy sequels trend can not only bring the original cast back but also answer what happened to Ray and Shorty, who weren't mentioned in the sequels. In 2022, in response to Faris' openness to returning to the Scary Movie saga, Regina Hall said they should have a reunion, and the reboot is now the perfect excuse for it. Why the Wayans brothers didn't return in Scary Movie 3? Scary Movie 3 only had Cindy and Brenda back. Scary Movie Bobby, Ray and Shorty laughing. Scary Movie 3 brought Cindy and Brenda back but completely left Ray and Shorty out, who weren't mentioned in the rest of the sequels. Shorty wasn't even around at Brenda's funeral in Scary Movie 3, which is why, to some fans of the movies, Scary Movie 3 and its sequels retcon Cindy and Brenda's stories. Speaking to Variety in 2020, Marlon Wayans shared that he and his brothers were abruptly fired by the Weinsteins, who he called not the best or the kindest people to be in business with, and noted that they are still owed a lot of money. The new Scary Movie film could be the one that brings the Wayans brothers back to the franchise they started together, thus answering some big questions about their characters. This not only fits with the legacy sequels trend, but it also gives them a chance to address their unfair firing and everything that happened with the saga in a humorous way.